One of Scotland's most famous links courses in an ugly mood. It was a cruel and windswept Turnberry that welcomed the world's best golfers for the Open Championship of 1986. Gale-force winds blew in from the sea past the famous Turnberry Lighthouse and the distant Ailsa Craig. And the course itself was one of the toughest in Open history, as the rough and the gorse encroached on the narrow fairways.
What am I going to do with it there, huh? Not a whole lot, huh?
So many of the leading contenders were to see their hopes either swallowed up or swept away. And the Australian Greg Norman had to battle through the worst of it.
You know, I've never played a golf course where I've been so humiliated. It was cold, and you just can't get the ball moving through the cold air, and it was heavy, and you know, it was just brutal out there. No matter where you had, which direction the wind was coming from, every hole was either crosswind. There was not either downwind or into the wind. And so that means your 22-yard fairways are now down to about 10 yards wide that you got to land the ball in. So, you know, it just became where patience was the only way you could play. You couldn't control the golf ball, so patience was the key factor.
Whatever his secret factor, Greg Norman's performance in the second round was remarkable, for he threatened to break the record for the lowest ever round in an Open Championship.
Good strike. Ooh, he just tiptoed over the bunker. What a nice break that was. Landed on top of the bunker, came down the hill, virtually stone dead. Another superb shot from Norman. He really has given us a tremendous exhibition of good judgment and direct, straight, clean hitting. The record here, 63. This man could break it.
Yes.
A great reception for Norman at the 18th, his scorecard at this point showing 6 birdies and an eagle. The critics who said the course was too hard were surely silenced. The final green, and Norman so close to a new record, but he's left himself a lot to do.
Well, how sad, really. A 63 is still... just take your time. 63 it is, an incredible round. But how sad to finish with a 3-putt. 3 under par for Greg Norman. 1-3-7.
So the record tied, not broken, but Norman on course for his first major championship. He slipped a little during the third round. Japan's Tomi Nakajima trailed by just 1 stroke. Woosnam, Brand and Faldo challenging for Britain, and no Americans in contention. Norman looked confident and relaxed as he came into the final round, being played in rare sunshine. The first to show any weakness or nerves was Japan's Nakajima. At the very first hole, he had this for a bogey 5. Two shots gone for a sad Tomi Nakajima. There were to be no such slips for Norman, even when he found trouble.
Slightly quicker rhythm there. That backswing was definitely speeded up. And he's pulled that badly. That's a poor shot. He's over there. He's 40 yards wide. And the wind's from the right, I agree. Not a good second from Norman. Oh, beautifully played. Oh, well, if he doesn't win today, my Aunt Nelly will become Uncle Chuck.
With the leaders just starting their final round, Seve Ballesteros was already at the 18th, but on his way to a tremendous round of 64.
Boom, straight in. And that is one of the great rounds. Certainly Greg Norman's was. But today's round from Seve was one of conscious competence done in cold blood. And there aren't many that can do that sort of thing.
Seve, the clubhouse leader at 8 over. Greg Norman here, level par at the 4th. His closest rivals, Woosnam, Brand and Langer. His biggest challenge would be keeping his nerve.
What a great eagle this would be. It's a long way. Oh, what a great bid. So, a little tap in, and it's a beautiful birdie. He's had 2 now in 3 holes. And he goes into second place on his own at 4 over. Terrific stuff.
That was Langer's putt for a birdie, would you believe, at the 12th, 428 yards, and he very nearly holed his second shot. So he goes back to 7 over. Greg Norman, the man who hits it perhaps further than anyone else in the field. He's got a shot of no more than 175, 180 yards. Calm conditions, want to pitch it on the front half of the green and let it bounce up the step.
Close.
Oh, and that's just what he's done. Nakajima, his 3rd at the 8th. Oh dear, oh, I say that's lucky. Must have hurt someone, but certainly not Nakajima. But that is actually going to run down the bottom step. Good putt. That'll be another shot gone.
We're just going forward to 13th. So Langer, 7 over. And a beautiful putt back to 6 over, so he's not finished with it.
Greg Norman, this relatively little putt for a birdie 3. The gap is now 4, with Nakajima bound to take a 5 here. There she goes, a birdie 3. He's now 5 ahead, 10 holes left.
This is up to the 11th hole, and it's a lovely little par 3. It's 177 yards, and this is for a birdie from Faldo. Good strike, good birdie. Back to 7 over.
Bernard Langer at the 14th. And what a burst of brilliance he's going through at the moment. 4 threes in a row, only one of them a short hole, and the 14th, here he goes again. My word, if that had bobbed in the hole, what excitement it might have caused. Oh dear. Well, a short putt for a 3, a par 3 next. Woosnam here with a good finish. Would sneak into all sorts of good positions, but that's a little bit heavy-handed. Well, we'll leave Ian Woosnam with a putt for his par at the 10th. Now, Langer. Oh, we've misread that. Far too much borrow. Out in 36, that's 1 over par. And this will stay at 5 over for the championship. No, he was on the move there. He saw the body move, the head move. Didn't stay still and hit it positively. So Woosnam will drop a stroke. And now 6 over. And news, when we left Bernard Langer, he had a 5 or 6 foot putt for a birdie. He missed, and he missed the one coming back.
Woosnam had dropped another shot at the 11th. Here's Norman back on the 11th tee.
Son.
Well, he looks like he's missed the green.
Gordon Brand at the 12th. 8 over par. 2 sixes in the first 9. Dented his chances very severely, but that's come in nicely.
So Greg Norman on the 11th in the bunker. It was a tough shot. The pin cut towards that side and impossible for him to stop it any closer than that.
Brand putting at the 12th for a 3. 8 over par. And yes. Ooh, that's better. Takes him back to 7 over. The leader so far of those completed scores, Seve Ballesteros, after that sparkling 64 this morning.
Norman then to save par on the 11th. So Greg goes to 1 over.
Woosnam. Birdie at the 14th, he's got it. Oh, that could be a very crucial blow. Although he's dropped a couple in the last 3 holes, puts him back to 7 over. Greg Norman at the far end of the course. What a time. This is a time for a good defensive shot. By that I mean no fancy ideas, just nicely to the middle of the green. If it finishes close, all to the good, but we must get a 4. That's the way, a little bit wide, but perfect length. Now it's time for 2 putting from there. He's in a position now to make sure he goes ahead and wins. Now, how would you fancy that one? That's Nakajima's ball to the right of the 12th. He hit a very good drive and he's plunged in there, and this will take a very good shot to get it out. The bank is pretty steep in front, not all that high. You've got to give it a big sharp shudder, and up it comes and out and down. Whatever happens, he's going to stay 4 strokes ahead. Fair bit of swing on this one from his left. Oh, lovely touch. That's the way. Just keep rolling them up and making the others fight for it. Course strategy.
th fairway and Bernhard Langer. Second shot. There you have it. Wonderful natural links hole, this 17th. Langer there on the upslope. Launches it away. Well followed and a great shot. Just off the green, but he should get down in 2 with no problem from there for a birdie.
Back to Nakajima. This is for a par 4 at the 12th. Oh, they're not going in today. Greg Norman will increase his lead.
So Norman, 6 shots clear now, and all the challenges melting away as he chases the major title that's so long overdue. Behind him, it's really a battle for second. Nakajima for Japan, Langer, Woosnam and Brand for Europe.
Back to the 14th, and the leader, Greg Norman's second shot. Looks to be lying pretty well, and that looks a lofted club. He's going, oh, hits the flag, and just when he needed it, tremendous applause at the green. You might even think it's gone in the hole, but fortune this time so far is favouring the brave. Don't start rehearsing your winning speech just yet.
17th, Bernhard Langer. Third shot. And you can see the caddy's taking the pin out, so he's going for this for an eagle. Well, it's a good touch.
So Greg Norman, this for a birdie 3 at the 14th. After that second shot from the rough, which clattered into the flag and stopped where you see it there. This to get back to level par. Yes, well done. Lovely second. And a superb 3.
Langer on 17, this for a birdie 4. This to take him into a tie for second place with Tommy Nakajima. It's in.
Gordon Brand first to play his second to the 17th, and as you can see straight up the valley, the green set right in front of that vast grandstand. Oh, I think he had a bit of a go at that. And tiptoes onto the front of the green. Oh, and he's going to have quite a short putt for an eagle 3. He's 7 over, so 3 here would take him to second place. Playing with Gordon Brand in Woosnam. Thinks he can get home with an iron. Same shape, out to the right, brings it back. Oh, good bounce forward off the slope. Whoa, whoa, that's enough. 2 super shots.
Langer here at the 18th, he's hit a pretty short tee shot. Must have played an iron from the tee. Bit of breeze from the right. He's just played it a little bit wide. It'll be front of the green, middle, well away from the hole, but safely on. Well, Greg Norman at the 16th, he pushed his tee shot way over to his right. But again, he looks to be lying cleanly.
Oh, go on.
The one problem he must avoid is the bank and the stream. And he's done that quite magnificently. Just look how that ball pitched and stopped there. Quite remarkable the backspin he gets. Nakajima.
Go on, get him there. Go! Get up. Go!
Well, there were cries of go, go, go. The news that Tommy Nakajima's challenge grinding to a halt. He's found the water here at the 16th.
17th green. Eagle putt. Good try. That'll be a 4. A birdie 4, taking to 6 over and a tie for second place.
18th, and Langer for his par 4. Oh, what a good putt to hole. That's a 4 for Langer. He finishes at 6 over. That's 2.86. Seve, this is the first one to beat Seve, who was 2.88.
Gordon Brand now, 17th green. His go at an eagle. Good putt. And he goes into second place all on his own at 5 over par.
Back at the 16th, Greg Norman for a birdie 3. No, and just slid away. But that keeps him at level par and way ahead of the field. Faldo, final putt, hopefully. This for a round of 70. Yes, well done. 70 and total 287. Home in 34. Now Nakajima for a 1 over par 5 at 16th. Yes, well done. But that takes him now to 7 over par, 5 over for today. Gordon Brand's second shot to the 18th. Brand in second place at the moment at 5 over. Long way from the hole, so he needs 2 nice putts from there. Now Woosnam from the edge of the fairway. 6 over, 1 behind Gordon Brand, tied with Bernhard Langer, who had a 68 today. Good looking shot. Oh, beautiful stroke, and running right at the hole and beyond. That was a super shot with a long iron from Ian Woosnam.
Greg Norman with approximately 140 yards to go. Doubtful from where he is that you can see the pin. Quite a steep bank. A lovely easy swing and a glorious result.
Great shot there from Greg Norman. Tremendous applause for Ian Woosnam and Gordon Brand.
Nakajima's 4th shot, the 17th.
The 18th. Woosnam at the back of the green, Brand at the front of the green, and it'll be Brand to putt first. Oh, delightful putt. If it just comes another couple of feet. Very good effort from Gordon Brand.
Nakajima for his par at the 17th. When things go badly, they don't fall, those ones.
Woosnam at the 18th, running it down. More swing than he thought. Mark, Gordon Brand will putt out. Woosnam's had a very good championship indeed.
His lead is 5, and this putt to take it to 6. No. He didn't think about the one back.
Grand holds out, very well done. 2 putts from long range. He finishes at 5 over the card, home in 32 for around a 71, and that most assuredly put him into second place. Very good week's work.
Norman for his par at 17. Almost as far past as he was before. No mistake. Stays level par.
Woosnam at the 18th. Also down in 4. Round of 72 today. And he ties with Bernard Langer at 6 over 286. Well, he's had his share of disappointments over the last few seasons, but this looks like being it. Bunkers down the left, and he's missed those only just right, well, 3 or 4 yards away from the bunker. We see the back of that in good shape. A rather weary looking Nakajima. Down the right side, could be into the crowd. Let's hope no damage is done. Oh, it clattered somebody. He's a long way to go. 220 yards, 215 yards. Looks to be lying cleanly. This is a long iron for Nakajima.
Wow! Let the players out.
Pitched well short of the green. I don't know whether he underclubbed there or whether he mishit it, but he's quite a distance short of the green, 20 or 30 yards or so. About 160 yards or so, maybe a bit more to go. Come on now. A good grandstand finish. He's hit a thin one to the right, not one of his Sunday best. It'll just catch the green, almost down where Gordon Brand was, and off they go. All we needed a couple of bulls chasing up behind, and we'd think we were in camp play. There he is. Just come from Isa. Now, I wonder what he's thinking now. He's waited a long time. Is it going to be a smile hiding a misty eye? Let's wait for the chair when he comes actually into the arena and walks onto the green. A new champion. And it is a bit of a straight. He's through. Moments to savour. Now, just settle down. There's still another player there, Nakajima. He's 8 over par. Let's hope he gets down in a chip and a putt. Nakajima's third. Good little pitch up. Now he's a little bit further away than he was the other night when he had 2 putts for around a 62. don't think he'll care too much if he 3-putts this one. I think he'd like to finish with a 1-putt, but that would be asking rather a lot. Oh, what a great effort. I think his caddy was a bit mesmerised there. He was a bit late in getting the flag out. He was counting his percentage there. And Nakajima has a putt with a big swing on this from the right-hand side. And it's quite fast. No, see that swing? Big swing, what a pity. If he gets this, he'll finish 5-6-5, and what a costly end to his 18 holes. Nakajima, a 5. A final one, hopefully for Greg Norman. Yes, well done. He's done it at last. Greg Norman, 69. And great stuff. The champion for 1986. I wonder if he'll throw that ball into the crowd or keep it. Ah, there's his lovely wife, Laura. Oh. Well, there might be a few of those sunk tonight. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Greg Norman, the end winning by 5 strokes. 69 today, 280, which is exactly level par.
It really feels great. You know, I played well today. I came out with determination not to let anybody have a chance to win the golf tournament except me, and not to let Turnberry get the better of me. You know, you read a lot in the paper about how difficult the golf course is, and I've even said at the beginning of the week, but I really wanted to break par around here just to show the R&A that they don't set up the golf course so difficult.
How important is it to you that the first major title has come here in Britain in front of a British crowd?
Well, it's most special because outside of Australia, this was the first place that accepted me as a professional golfer, and you know, everybody out here supported me for 5 years playing the European Tour, and I appreciate it very much. And to win my first Open in front of everybody, especially the gallery up here in Scotland, is the greatest feeling ever.
So the name of Greg Norman engraved on a major trophy at last, and deservedly so, because Norman has come through one of the toughest weeks in Open history.